Good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode with Bookmap. Today, we're going to cover not only order flow, but an entire lesson on supply and demand. I think this is one of the most important concepts in trading. We're going to cover also how to have confirmation, conviction, if a stock, a future is going to break that support, so the demand zone, or bounce. And then also how to use order flow to spot the A+ setups. So first of all, welcome everybody. Again, every Wednesday we are live since years. But order flow is an amazing tool. We use it to trade stocks, options, and futures. Remember always to read the disclaimer. So read, this is not a financial advice. So everything that we're gonna say today, explain today is gonna be for educational purpose only. If you want to instead trade with us and be in the trading room, we are an entire trading room group. We have, as you can see over here, several courses, live trading sessions during the, we say, during the year in different parts of the world. This over here, the Trading Academy. This over here in New York. Over here, you see, guys, we have Bruce of Bookmap. Some of the guys we had over here, 3 trading days in Wall Street. Over here again, the Trading Academy. Over here was in Italy, so we had like 300 traders in the room. We're trading live in front of all this, I would say, guys over here, folks, for an entire afternoon session. And we're gonna have another 3 live trading days in Italy from the 9th to 11th of December. We've been doing like a lot of these. Last year we had more than 150 traders coming over here in different group sizes. We're gonna have only 6 seats for December. So if you're in Europe, if you're like in Italy and you wanna come to see us trading, I will be trading live. Count, you can sit next to me. I will teach you guide in option, futures, and stocks. I've been trading for 26 years. I was 1999. I was 19 years old at the time, and I started Italian equities. Became one of the best traders in Italy. I've been working the time for twice in trading, and also for Fineco was one of the first brokers. And then I moved to European stocks and European equities, European futures in about 2005, 2006. I then discovered also US markets, US futures, and since then I'm working mainly on the US markets. Since 2016, 17, I also implemented small caps thanks to my mentor and friend Smash the Bid. So started trading in his room, shared some of the results I was having, and things were going nuts, simply having like 5-figure days. After 1.5 years, I was trading small caps. And then I decided around 2017, 2018 to build a trading room. All right, team. So we're going to start in about a few minutes. See everybody over here that's joining. Let's wait a few minutes to see all the folks, and good morning. Can you hear me, guys? I should go everything over here. Give me confirmation. Okay, perfect. So we have the demand area here, which is a major level over here of liquidity, where we say buyers over here are set. And from this level 380, the price could bounce back over here to 406. If instead we have a breakdown of 380, I want to see a rejection looking for a short. The supply over here is 420, 425. So what I see that if I go on Bookmap, that area that we put over here, supply, and you can see why we put a supply, because over here at price it bounced, over here price it bounced again, over here price rejected, and over here price rejected again. So it's a key level, and I want to see if sellers are already placed at this point. Okay. And then look, guys, and just over here, the key level on Bookmap. So these levels that we put of supply and demand on our charts, basically looking at where the price stalled multiple times the previous sessions or weeks or months. I basically go to check on Bookmap if those levels have any kind of foundation in terms of volume. Because we can say over here, or the price has this resistance, is the price is the supply area. But if we don't know if they're going to be any kind of sellers, I'm not going to be interested in that level at all. So you may think, oh, I just need the tape, I just need level 2 in times in sales. Well, you're wrong. Because if right now the price is 405, 406, 404, you're more than 20 points away. On your level 2, there's no way you're going to see if there's liquidity over there already placed at 424. So you cannot make a really good plan for the day. The only key way to do this is together with order flow. Okay, so you have to match both things together. Right, that's very, very important, guys. Okay, team. So this morning, now we're going to put over here also an hourly chart. This is my way to go in the morning. So when I make my plan, when I look to trade swing, I'm looking always for the hourly chart. And as you can see over here, this is, one of the most simple ways to trade a market. But actually, every single time that the price gets to this area over here, so where we have the pink band, which is the JLines, okay? This is a Fibonacci expansion moving average, so 7289 EMA, exponential moving average. And then over here, we have a 982 EMA. So when I see that confluence, like here as well, and we could see it also over here, that's a level for me that is going to be interesting for a trade. So this morning, as you can see, we are holding this trend line on Tesla. We have a supply, or say intraday supply, which is the previous day high, around 409, 410. So the price ideally could go touch this area. And if it doesn't break, I'm looking for a rejection short to start over here, to add the position over here below 400. I want to see the crack of the area. This is the previous day low, 393, and then the target over here, 380. 380, where we see over here on Bookmap that we already have some support. Okay. So again, for who's new over here, guys, as I said this morning, we're going to talk today about the concept of supply and demand using also Bookmap. For newbies, is one of the most important ways to trade. Is effective, is profitable. We made so many videos during the years on how to use Bookmap, and go check them out. Also check my YouTube channel, JTrader.co, where you can actually see multiple videos on supply and demand, how to use our strategy. As you know, we use precise trading systems with algorithms through bots. Okay, so algorithm is the idea, okay, And then the bot is the robot that execute the orders. Okay, so we're using this. They will screen share. Part of our bot is made from 3 bots, 3 algorithms. And we're going to look on stocks and futures. So we're going to stay on NQES for futures. Then we're going to look at some ETFs like SPY, the Qs, and then also we look at large caps and small caps. In the spirit of the year here, I don't see too many small caps moving. This morning we had APVO, maybe FRGT, but we're going to see if that going to be in play or not. We have, though, a very good active market for the news. For, I would say, the earnings. Tesla's going to be very interesting. AMD, NVIDIA, Amazon, PLTR, Coin. We have TGT, so thank you, Atil, over here for pointing out this morning that earnings. So TGT, you know, is a target. And I'm looking also at BA Baba, QBT, which is company that lost more than 50%. And a lot of this sector company of quantum stocks, so QBT, QBTS, RGTI, and more, they simply had just like, you know, a great summer, because that was the summer over here from May until August, a pullback over here in September. And then you can see new highs. This is QBT. And then look at RGTI over here. Went nuts, guys. This went from September, $17 breakout to almost 60. And then all the way down. So lost all of these more than 50% in less than 1 month, or just a little bit more than 1 month. And right now, if I'm looking at QBT, all of these, guys, they are like below a major key demand, supply area. Why put this area over here, supply? So you have to look, first of all, how many times a price is tested over time. So over here, we have this level. Over here, we have this level. And you can see that it bounces, right? So I already put that level in my mind is a major level of liquidity. But then I have to look if that liquidity is over here on Bookmap confirmed. We have a bounce over here. We have a bounce over here. And then over here, we have a rejection. And then you can see more rejection over here. So what is going to happen for me? If today or tomorrow, the price will go back over here, 13 and 14, and cannot break this level to the upside, then I'm looking definitely for a short. So very simple. I'm going to put my trend line over here. I'm going to have an idea to do this. So if the price comes to the $13.60, $14, I'm going to look for a reversal short play to the downside. And if I go over here now on QBT, okay, which is a stock over here, I'm looking definitely on Bookmap if we have like, you know, supply areas. And you can see that we have one over here at 14, one over here 13.50, one over here 13. And this area is between 13 and 14. So what we see on Bookmap is confirmed on the chart on our supply area. Okay, guys. Let me know how it's going. If you have any questions about this, let me know now, Julian, Olivier. All right. Check pure il tuo cellulare. Yeah, I did. So 5 minutes, 1 minute on Tesla is going to be the first plan for the day. Okay. So as we said over here, this morning we have some supply. I want to see a rejection of the areas over here, important areas. and the major supply is 424. So if we go to 424 and reject, I'm looking to short. If you go over here, also the supply intraday 410 and I'm looking to short. Different is if we're gonna hold over here the 400 and bounce back up. If we break the 400, we're gonna go to the downside. Okay, so we have two levels for short, one level for long over here. This is the plan that I'm looking this morning, guys, on Tesla. Okay, so 3 plans over here. I'm gonna share the chart. Okay, we're gonna keep also Bookmap over here. We're gonna see the price action. Then next one is NVIDIA. NVIDIA almost the same play. So we're gonna look over here, guys, for a pop into this 185, 186, same supply area that we spoke before. This here is also in confluence with Bookmap. We have the trend line, we have the previous day high, we have also a key JLines over here. So if price goes to 186 directly and it rejects, I'm looking to short below 185, 183. Target over here, 180. So on NVIDIA, we'll stay with 180 puts weekly. So expiration on this week. And with Tesla over here, if we reject the 410, I'm gonna stay with 400 puts weekly. If we go to 422 and start rejecting, I'm gonna look for 410 puts. If instead we go for 400 and bounce, I'm looking for 410 calls. Okay, so I'm gonna write also this 410 calls or 400 puts or 410 puts according to where we reject. All right, guys. So I will screen share over here for now Tesla and Tesla on Bookmap, but then below you can see also other stocks and futures, AMD, NVIDIA, NQ, ES, Amazon, and also Tesla again. It's been like an insane month for us and also for our traders. So very glad for the people joining today. If you want, please put a like, not for me, but for Bookmap. They're making an amazing job over here to hold these webinars every single week since years. And also go check, as I said before, our website, new website, Jtrader.co. You can look to trade directly with me or in screen share or based in Italy. So you come over here for 1 day or 1 week. And also we have several like live trading sessions, meetups in the world. Next 2026 is gonna be like cool, gonna be in the States a couple of months. So we're gonna have like some webinars and seminars over there. Always with Bookmap and ideally with our major partner, Cobra. Let's see in small caps FRGT. Okay, so when I open over here the chart, you can see automatically over here, right? The chart giving me these red lines. These red lines are is our trading system that automatically puts the key levels where we had high volume trading in the previous weeks or months. And for now, the first level that I'm watching is around this 120, then 140, then $2. So for all the short sellers that we have over here, I'm not really looking too much at this $1, more looking into the 120, 140. So I want to see a little bit higher. This, for example, is how our trading system works. So you can see, for example, this area over here is where the system tells you to go long, and over here instead to go short. Okay, this comes automatically with also the system over here telling you what to trade. So the long plays and then the short plays all the way down. So it's simply amazing, this stuff. Welcome, Stas. Good morning, buddy. So if RGT, sorry, this 140 is the key level for me, or 120, okay? Don't trade it before. I'm gonna write also over here. Yeah, sometimes it will give you, maybe the 105 fake out of the gate. So it could give you, over here a push, maybe J slim and fail. But before borrowing, I want a little bit more, I would say, meet this area over here, okay? This area here. I'm waiting, and then we're gonna also align this with the Bookmap. Okay, we have time to put Tesla back again over here. So, as I said before, the levels that you see over here, are key demand area and our supply area for who just came, are levels that we mark simply technically, visually, charting, looking at, where the price dipped, where the price rejected the previous weeks and months. But these levels are not really important if you don't have a kind of conviction, confidence, and I would say confirmation that at those areas right now, there's still like volume. So participants, because maybe, yeah, before the price over here rejected 425, but what do you know that right now the sellers or who's going to buy maybe on the breakout are still going to be there. And before I told you, you're going to have with this webinar today, the conviction for this to know when we're going to have a breakout. So when the breakout will work, and when instead we're going to have a reversal. So when the breakout won't work. So I want to see if we're going to get to these levels over here on Tesla, Nvidia, Amazon. So when you see the setup guys that we put in the watch list, please alert. But the key over here for me is to align here. You can see where I'm pointing on Bookmap on the right over here, your screen. This is the level of supply. So these are already like sellers placed over here between 424 and 426. So exactly this key supply area. All right. So that is the confirmation. That's the conviction that that area is still valid. Otherwise, you cannot simply put a technical area, just, technical analysis of like 1999 when I started to trade, because that's not going to be any more valid. You need to have some confirmation. You need to see where's the volume, where the participants. Okay. As I said before, I'm gonna put over here 1 second to show you what we're doing. So it's simply game changer. I'm so fucking really amazed. 2 years working with my coders over here is so fucking amazing, guys. So fucking amazing. So you see this area over here, the man, right? That's our algorithm over here. We have two algorithms. You see this green dot over here? You see it? That means institutional aggressive buying orders. Boom. We took months over here to develop this, months. And this is game changer. So this is the long we had on Tesla, 14 November. This is the long we had over here on Tesla, 17 November. This is a short play we had on 18 of November. And we'll see today. Okay. Sometimes like Tesla over here, you can see we had a first short play, and then, buyers were coming over here. They held the price. And then you can see, again, the sellers joining in. And it's so damn good. It's so damn good. Like over here, buyers came in. Everything is still short. Boom. You see that arrow below over here? And that over here, you see the dot below? That's a short play. Amazing. That's another short play. So every single time you will see this on the charts, I'm going to put reference to Bookmap over here on the right to line bone things, because if, for example, over here, this huge institutional selling off at 440, this comes live, okay? It doesn't repaint. So you need, of course, to see the bars confirming. That's the reason why I use the 1 and the 5. And then over here in Bookmap, I see the same thing at for example, 440, a huge resistance. That's my way to go in. As you always know, I trade in a very safe way. So my first two trade in every single stock or option that I trade are going to be very, very small size. Let's say I want to trade 1,000 shares on Tesla. I'm going to enter stupid low size like 50, 20, generally 20 and 50 shares just to wet my feet. Because often, especially when you trade large caps at the open, the first 2 or 3 minutes out of the gate, you will be like, faked often by these big wicks, and you're going to be in the wrong position. So if the trade is good, like we enter over here short, and then you can see the next bar has already, another dot, boom, load the boat and we go in full size. But if I'm entering over here and the price goes all the way up, I'm going to take only a loss with 20, 50 shares the most. And I still have now, the third trade that is going to be the one that I size more when things are working. And that is a very good way to start your day. So don't start right away like with a huge volume, with a huge size. Be very conservative, especially at the gate, especially when you trade Tesla. Okay, give time, guys. Okay, ready to go? Okay, let's start seeing over here. So SPY is fading a little bit, going to the pre-market low. And Q, and yes, still far from the pre-market low. Nvidia faked out. Look at Nvidia over here. That's already your short Nvidia because it faked out at high and it's coming down. So Nvidia over here is a short play. Nvidia short play, 184, 184.30. And what I do over here, I start small because stop will be 185. Okay, we don't have any kind of confirmation. They're still like forming over here, the sellers. So on Nvidia. Okay, that's a short play. You see the fake out over here. The institution are starting like to dump over here, but we still have no confirmation. So just like a start of the position. Tesla over here doing the same thing for now. We're looking at Amazon going to the low of the day and low of pre-market. Amazon over here, short coming in. So you can see us testing the pre-market low. We have to wait over here a little bit. When I see the confirmation over here, you can see this demand over here, 222. If we break that, we're gonna have a huge sell-off. Boom, short play is gonna come. Okay, so let's go over here on Tesla again. Rangy, Nvidia over here is on that support 184. Okay, Amazon in. So Nvidia, Amazon, both short plays. You can see over here, we have the algo over here on Amazon. 5 is confirming. Over here, we have Nvidia, the short over here on Amazon. We took the 184 and 30. Okay, we see if now is going to confirm. But everything now depends, guys, not really by Nvidia and Amazon. Everything depends over here on what? On ES and NQ. Or if you look at SPY or QQQ, okay, guys? So you can see over here, this is live, what we're doing. the short play. Okay, so we enter over here on the second bar. All these spots with the risk 185 we're in on NVIDIA. And now we can put a stop break even. Okay, who cares? Goes to the JLines, I'll break even. I really don't care. Even because we are having, okay, a little bit of bounce on ES and NQ. So ES and NQ are still not giving, sorry, SPY and the Qs, ES and NQ are giving a little bit of bounce. Okay, so NVIDIA, we're gonna risk the break even. AMZN is working a little bit better. So you can see that we broke the pre-market low. So this green line over here, okay? Over here we have two bots. So you can see both over here, the JLine rejection, both over here, sorry, the Diablo, also Iota coming over here, boom, all three. And now we put also stop and break even on this. Let's see on Google. Wow, Google skyrocket over here. So again, institutional order. So we have over here also two bots coming on the play. Risk break even on NVIDIA. Google, I missed this. Fast. Start to watch over here for potential bounce on ES, but it's still early, so waiting. And NQ. Yeah, that's a beautiful play over here. Okay. Beautiful play on Google, guys. Love that. So Amazon working good. NQ for now looking for a bounce. AMD near the breakdown. And NVIDIA still working. Look at this Google, guys. Look at this Google. Olivier. Tibor is saying, thank you, brother. Love you. Warren Buffett just bought Google, guys. And he said, I'm not kidding. No joke. Okay, that's the reason why. And look over here. Boom. Two algos in, the third one over here. Monster. Monster over here. Okay, but I'm not in. Just AMZN. We're holding over here. So we want to see when the system over here will give it the first profit and start looking at NQ. So if you're looking at futures, because it's giving over here the first long. So you can see over here the first institutional over here, the first bot over here. This is the Diablo confirm. That's your first long play. Okay, so that is your entry here. Got it, guys? So that I'm explaining how to use the trading system over here live. Okay. Thank you, brother. So it's the first big purchase in a while of Warren Buffett. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, the news are always very appreciated because, you know, they confirm in this case. Guys from YouTube, guys from Discord over here, we're all doing this live so you can see exactly how we're playing over here in NVIDIA. You can see the major dump and then push. Why it's pushing, guys? Why it's reversing over here? Why? Look at NQ. That's the reason. Okay, so you can see over here the first bot, and over here we have other two over here coming in. That's your long play. So if that's coming up, where's gonna be? SPY coming up too, right? And then NVIDIA's coming up too, right? And then over here we have like Google coming up too, and more and more. The only one that is dumping, so the reason why I would say take over here like 50% of your profit at 221 is for that reason that all the market is pushing. So over here on AMZN, take off 50% in profit. NVIDIA, we got a BA, and then reversal play on NQ. And yes, so QQQ and SPY. What I'm teaching you over here is how to read the order flow. So if you look over here on AMZN, right? This is the first alert. You want to enter here around 222.80, 222.70. So the price that you see is exactly over here. This one, okay? And then you reach this level. And then you can see it's still making lower highs, lower lows. So use this, for example, 221.60 for trailing a little bit more, like 25%. And then you have another 25%. We have over here Google, as we said, going like a rocket. I'm not in, but look what a move. Sick. And then over here, we have Tesla this morning. It's very choppy. So the algo over here gave the short play, and then a little bit of buyers, sellers, short play, but we are stuck in middle of the range. So I'm waiting over here. Okay, I'm waiting. Let's look at yes. Yeah, also algo over here, long play on this one. So when you get long over here, then you risk simply the break even. Amazon 220.80. Coin is fading a little bit, going to the pre-market low. Netflix is fading, so Netflix is a good short play. All yesterday came up, right? And what I like about this morning, guys, is it's fading our 9 and 20 band. You can see over here, bought in. Okay, so the bot over here is giving the alert. You can see over here these prices. That's your short play. 212 and 60. Meta coming down again. Short play from the bot. You can see over here. Boom. And NQ, that is going to be your break even. So if you longed over here, 224, sorry, 24, 640, 650, that is going to be your break even. Don't risk on these. Okay. So we're continuing to hold over here. AMZN, still good. We're going to look for the target all the way down till 216, 217 target. AMZN 217 TP. We're going to see a trailing over here by the system. We're going to line over here this 220 some demand. You can see over here. The system over here is still giving me all short. Netflix is still a pure short. Amazon is still a pure short. PLTR over here still a pure short. Coin is still over here a pure short. Meta is still over here a pure short. Tesla is chop. Okay, so no play on Tesla. Nvidia, the long play. Okay, so over here we saw the sellers. Okay, so major seller over here. That's our short play. And then it came up over here, reversal this. When you see JLines C, it's a long play. Confirm also on the one. And it's moving up only because NQ is moving up. So I'm trying to make understand why the stocks are moving. Google is going up for the news and is bringing up over here really NQ, yes. Nvidia over here is falling up. But then you see all the other stocks like Netflix down, Meta down, Amazon down, Coin down, okay? All the same play. So what I like over here, if I put over here Amazon, so I'm gonna write over here a few things, really giving a lot of stuff over here today. And that's what we do every single day. So you see the green line is the key confirmation. Bookmap is confirmation on fail. And then also you have Bookmap, not Boomcap. And then also you have like two algos, actually three. You have Diablo, you have Iota, and you have over here the Diablo, Iota, and the JLine rejection. So you can see over here, systems giving over under down here. Over here there are two, okay, bots. This is the institutional one, so means big orders are coming in. And then you can see over here, JLine rejection, over under, and that. So three bots all together line. When I see that, when I see everything with Bookmap, for me is like, okay, get all the way in. 220 over here, but we want to see 217. So now if you're in, we're gonna see how to trail. Yes, major long play. Okay, so it's bouncing. Again, what is over here the reason to enter long? One, institutional coming in, reclaim of the JLines. We have only one bot in this scenario, okay? But NQ is a big beast. One, 2. So it's giving over here 2 bots and it's bringing up the market. Right? So I hope this is clear, guys. Remember that if you're trading over here futures, we're still stuck inside the pre-market range. Okay? So wait a clear out or fake out of this level now. And look what's following ES and NQ. We have Google, Nvidia, of course, SPY and QQQ, of course, the relative over here, ETFs that you can buy option with. We do a lot of that stuff, but all the rest, PLTR, Amazon, Meta, AMD, Coin, all dropping. So not Netflix, all dropping, not really aligned. Tesla, stuck in the range. Okay, stuck in the range. All right, let's see over here. Meanwhile, I'm doing this, guys. I have a fourth bot that we're testing. So I have to check this stuff on another monitor. So give me a second, please. Okay, we had SPY confirmation for long, NQ for long confirmation, Amazon short confirmation, ES long confirmation, Tesla short confirmation. Okay. SPY inside the pre-market range. Okay. NQ breaking out the pre-market range. Stay on watch for this, because if this will push strong, then prepare to see Nvidia to 187, Tesla to 400, AMD break of the pre-market low, following Netflix, Amazon, Meta, and others. Okay, so now let's go back on Tesla. Tesla, I told you, this morning I was talking with the guys over here and I said, guys, I wanted one thing. When you trade Tesla, especially, wait the first 5 minutes because it's going to give so many fake outs. Yesterday morning, I got Tesla. I shared what I did. I shared the P&L, everything. And it was like a nice 4 figures. But before doing that, I was like having a stop loss on Tesla because Tesla, the gate can go up and down in a matter of seconds. So it's always better to wait the first 5-10 minutes out of the gate. And I explain what I did, okay? You can see over here, this now seems so clear. This is 1-2 bots that give me short with Bookmap, but this has to be confirmed. 1 minute was giving me green and red, so I entered over here long and I got a stop, but then I joined over here short and I add even more over here at 402 over here for the short. We got this unwind till 394. So I lost 1 and I got like 4.5, something like 5. So what I mean is always start very small with your position, especially like Tesla, because they did the same exact thing. This morning over here printed the short, you can see over here, right? And then look, we didn't have like really any kind of big heat map above over here, 405. So that's already like, I don't want to risk it. That's the reason why I don't like to trade Tesla right now. And then also because we are in the middle of the range of the pre-market high and pre-market low. So when you see this green line is the pre-market low, when you see this red line is the pre-market high. You don't want to trade this. And also this black line that you see over there, you see this black line and this black line, that's a previous trading range. So trading Tesla inside the previous trading range until at least we don't break the pre-market low, it's going to be like, I would say a shot in the dark. You know how you say it? Shot in the dark, right? Yeah. Now I want to show you guys NQ and ES or SPY. So look what it's doing over here. Yes, Amazon, I'm just trailing now. So piece of the sense. Okay, so each bar, you still see an institutional buying and the stock is moving higher. Okay, we can look at SPY over here as well. And the plan this morning on NQ, I don't know if you are here with us this morning, but I can share the plan. We said, guys, I'm looking for a bounce play from the open till 24,900. Okay. And the open was 24,620. Now it's 130 points up. The same thing we were watching over here on yes. So we were watching for a bounce play over here, the open on yes. Okay, this I also posted in the free Telegram room. If you want to join, DM me free Telegram room and just give the watch list, trade with us, and see the bots, the trading system, the algos. You have to get in the room. We bought over here at the open, and then over here 669, and right now it's 6670. So I still look for ideally 20 points push to this supply area. Okay. Guys, so what do you think about over here? How is it going? I want to see who's on NQ, who's on ES. Yeah, you can DM me as soon as I can, guys. I will check it out. Sorry. So over here, in case you want, this is the free Telegram. Okay. We released a video on YouTube, buddy. Check my YouTube channel. I explain over here one of the bots. And I'm gonna come out also giving this first 100 traders will have this like a user discount, and then I believe I'm gonna block it. I want to just like trader that stay in the room with us and trade with us, so that I'm informing them. But over here, this is what we were looking for. Nvidia. So Nvidia bounce is working. Working bounce. The play on Nvidia that we give. QBT I didn't watch. And then over here, NQ, players working. Okay, this we post over here 2 hours before the open. So NQ working bounce. And ES is working bounce. Okay, so good morning shots. Thank you, Mexicano. Okay, guys, so let's look over here. NQ. This is what's moving the market in the sense that, by the way, Amazon, if you follow the alert that we gave, this is the only trade I took. We got a short over here. Okay, so you can see this is not that I tell after what it comes. Fuck that. This is exactly live. Go back, record every single week. We're doing this. At the moment that we had over here the alert, we gave it, and that's a little short play. 222.50 to 22.70. Now it's 219.45. Target is going to be 217. I'm loading over here in the sense that when I see 3 algos plus Bookmap, I have all confirmation that I want. Plus, you can see that we broke this major demand area. Okay, this is the demand area. When I see this breakdown, and then I look at the 1 minute house rejecting over here, staying below this band, that's our short play. So just collect the money if we get to 217. Okay, that's a short play. So just to explain it very briefly, brothers, I want that you always know the strategy. I want that you always trade based on the strategy that we trade which are based on patterns, on supply and demand read, and on order flow read. So I have to look at Bookmap, the sell-off over here, the gate on AMZN. You see the big green bubble? That means big absorption, price try to go up. No, boom. You see the red dots over here, means sellers. As soon as I see that, I look at the bots over here. The first one that I generally look is the institutional. So the big red dot that you see on my chart. The big red dot means that institutional aggressive sell orders. Means that not you and me, Tom, Danny, this is some big guys are selling off. Then I see right away J-line rejection, okay? And then I see the YOTA over here, 3 confirmation, get in. That's what I want to trade. Sometimes I have a reversal like this morning over here in NVIDIA. We had the first short, you can see over here. Remember, we got this around 184.20, and you can see that it was confirmation 1 minute and 5 minutes, but then the market reversed. And we had over here J-line curl. Why? ES and NQ are doing this. So you simply reverse your position. And over here we had again 2 bots, which are algorithms. What is the difference? Algorithms, the idea, the project behind, the mathematical theory. The bot is the robot that puts in like Python and everything, puts like I would say the execution of your idea. And this kind of trading is a beast because it doesn't allow you to have any kind of doubts or emotion errors. Because I'm looking at SPY, and SPY is a free green big trade over here. No other things. Simple line over here, boom, to the upside. Okay, so stay for this stuff. I want to look NVIDIA because we put over here the supply area. Sometimes supply area is not going to be only, you know, area of resistance, but it's going to be also trend line. If I go back over here and I see this trend line, how many times this held? So 1, 2, 3 is the 4th time over here. So is NQ going to push more? And yes, okay, then we have possibility over here that NVIDIA is going to push. But otherwise, market is going to fail. All right? Okay, Mike, what is, give me brother, I want to know that. Let's see if things confirm, because I have a supply 6688, so around that area, the first one. What do you think? Guys, please leave a comment, a like. Tell me what you think of our use of Bookmap with our bots, if that was helpful for you. Also would like to see some faces over here to join our room. Because why? Because I love to have traders in my room. I love to see traders that are making money. And you will see a lot of professional traders in the room, a lot to learn. So really good stuff. So yes, over here, still long play, breaking out above. NQ over here, long play. Tesla, reversing, but leave it. Nvidia breaking out. Amazon, guys, we're still in. Netflix, dumped big. System, crazy good. TLT are reversing right now. So the market seems like establishing a long move up. Let's go on Amazon. I want to stay on this, guys. It's our play. 220. Don't want to get above 220, guys. So looking to trail everything. I see right now aligned. Yes. Okay. NQ. Okay. NQ has the resistance 24,960, 25,000. Tesla aligned. Nvidia aligned. Amazon, this is all the exit. Okay. So you wanted to know, Jay, where we have the all exit over here on our friend Amazon. Here, guys. Okay. That's our exit. All right. So stay with the exit. Maybe it goes down another 200-300 points, huh? No, actually 300 points is impossible, but you know, I'm just like saying that. So we have a confirmation over here on NQ. This is the fourth bot. We have over here, yes, confirmation for the long. This is NVIDIA. You can see short and long. This is, we had Netflix, remember? It's the short play. And then over here we have this, which is a beast. So you can see the short over here from one bot, the exit, and then the reversal long. Okay, so this is our IO shorts. And this is the exit. And then you can see two bots over here. Long, okay. Just keep it very simple, guys. Okay, let's go on yes and SPY, please. So when you look at SPY, remember SPY for me is always a direct correlation of yes. Now you can trade SPY and it moves directly as yes, but I suggest you do the plan on yes. It's much more reliable. And we always say that futures anticipate a little bit, take it for granted, the ETFs, okay? And again, the important thing over here, I'm talking with a friend, is to always look liquidity levels, okay? So where demand comes, holding over here, the pre-market low, bots come in, boom, all right? So let's go back to, sorry guys over here. I'm managing over here on 4 screens. So pardon if I'm not super fast. I'm sorry about this. Okay, so we have over here Amazon gave us a short play. Tesla over here giving the short. Thank you, the long, yes, the long. MD, nothing over here, only a very small short. NVIDIA over here with the short, and then without the bots with the long. What I would like to do now is, being that we're not anymore in Amazon, we had the exit, is looking if the market, especially Tesla, will give us maybe a long play. As I said before, if you joined long on Tesla, one of these stocks this morning, you have to look now for the pre-market high. And if we have the break of the pre-market high, we hold it, pull back, and then we take a long. Still we have it, okay? For example, this was using the other bots over here. You can see yesterday we shorted out. Today we shorted out, and then the bots for the long play. Okay, so when we, now I explain. When I see this, you see this major area over here. It's written pre-market low, okay? And then I see over here this green arrow, big. That means the exit from our short, okay? That's the first thing. But then also I look at Bookmap and I say, oh wow, orange over here is actually telling me that we have a big demand zone. You see this? Buyers. And now I start looking at these dots. So from red, they became all green. So buyers are coming in. Look over here. These are all buyers. So when you see this, don't go short. So when a trader tell me, Jay, should I go short on this rejection? Should I go short over here in this breakdown? But then I see the bounce, and I told you this morning, I would explain when you have confirmation to hold the trade, okay, or to take the reversal. Over here, the reversal, because you have that bounce with that big dots over here. These are dots, okay? This is the order flow. So actually these are orders, buys, okay, buy orders. And then I see also over here my 2 algos, okay? You see the JLines C over here, and then you see what below? You see the Diablo. Boom. Take your trade long, and that's it. Okay? It's gonna be impossible for me to trade, help trade in the room, and alert all of these. That's the reason why I'm teaching you how to take these plays so that you actually can do this by yourself. Of course, you get in the room, you have like guided mentorship, and you can trade directly with us. And this is not an algo, but this is like a beast trader. Carfit over here, scaling to a level, covering partial, holding the rest for the major fader. This guy knows how to trade small caps. Definitely. So Tesla, I cannot do anything anymore. Why? Because I actually have no place to take over here. So we got over here the first break-even small trade on NVIDIA, and then the big long push. We had the SNQ. We had Amazon. That what really counts. PLTR, Netflix, Coin. They were also good signals. My goal is to get, I have my target. When I get to that target daily, I'm done. So this is how, for example, it works in small caps. The short play, the short play, the long play, the short play, the short play. Okay. So somebody asked me, Jay, can you show me on small caps? This is the algorithm on small caps. So fucking good, huh? So fucking good. All right, so I just have to short those levels over there. Morning, Steven. Good morning, Sil. Okay, let's go back on Tesla. All right, above the previous day high. Good. Supply of 424. Remember what we said. We have a supply of 410. We break that 410. We can go 424. Am I going to short this? No. What I'm going to do, simply wait. Why I'm not going to short? Well, look at the market. Market's still pushing. Okay. We have a little bit of institution over here selling. You can see that top, right? So we have over here, somebody is selling off a little bit. But I mean, this move was all like strong. So this would be the first exit. Okay. I'm not long. So over here, I can say, because actually he's very, very good. So Julian is saying, Jay, the long was beautiful on NQ. I didn't have the course to hold past that 3R. Okay, my point is, now I don't know, of course, how many contracts Julian had, but let's say he had two. Keep one for the pre-market high. If we reject the pre-market high, so this level, take it off. But if we break and then we hold, like you can see over here, you see guys, it broke. I'm gonna push this. So you can see over here, look, it actually broke the pre-market high, which is this level, and then it held over here. So you continue to hold it and then sell it, okay, once you have the first trend line break or it breaks this band over here to the downside. Again, as I said, we'll come out to explain you how to trail these, how to have a better, we say with the algos, you will see this like so clear, so clear. Okay, but right now I want to also do things by your, I would say, analysis, reading supply and demand, and all of this. Okay, so remember over here, the open, we said this is the long play, and then the push. All right, guys, so let's go over here into some questions. Even it's only like 40 minutes. Actually, we start like 9 o'clock, so like what? Yeah, 1 hour and 15 minutes, 75 minutes. This is like a pretty intense day. Pretty intense day. So this is AMD. AMD, no major play over here. And nothing. See, no bot on this. So what I do, I don't trade it. We cannot trade everything. Okay. Sorry, guys. Iota. need to see this. AMD. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Going up. Thank you. Yes. All right. Stay with the trade. What a big reversal. So let's see over here. Now, Netflix still downside. Okay, good. Nvidia still long side. QQQ still long side. SPY still long side. Apple still long side. This also was crazy good because that level that we have over here in Apple was man zone. Let's look on Bookmap. I didn't trade this. I didn't have even on the watch list this, but I just want to share with you the plan. So this level that I put over here is a level that I set the previous day, probably yesterday. You can see why it's the demand zone, right? Every single time that price gets over here, 266, it bounces. This morning, yeah, we have a trend break, but I want to share with you the process. Okay, so I'm gonna take off this line so we can see it better. This is the open. Institutional aggressive buyer. Let's see if on the 1 minute is confirmed. 1 minute is confirmed. Bookmap giving me a big soak and then start to make higher lows. Over here, you will find this maybe a little bit difficult because you can see that doesn't go right away with green dots, but we actually have some red dots. So that could make you like get a little bit scared. As a matter of fact, over here, you can see the price that rejected 267, failed over here. And then over here, start like to put the cup. You see this cup over here above the Jlines, then push. So it was a little bit like maybe tougher to understand it. This would have, had a bit more, I would say, just a little bit more patient. I want to check this with our, what I did. Okay. This without the bot. Okay. So this is Apple. So we add over here. Okay, good. Okay, so let's stay over here and watch. Is getting and breaking every single resistance over here. So very good, strong push of the market. The SPY over here. Let's put SPY. Yeah. Good. All these dots are blue. So don't look too short this stuff. Very, very strong. Good market. Good demand zone. Sorry, guys. Watch still over here, SPY. You can see this is a reversal bar. It's still not giving me, if you're long, I still don't have here an exit from the signal from the system. Some sell orders over here on Bookmap 666 and 50 on SPY. As I told you, want to see, yes, you can see the same exact price action. Oh, one second, guys, 1 second. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a previous day high. Okay, that's the reason why the price stalled over there. So you can see over here, yes, previous day high. That's the level. Now let's see, Nvidia stalled as well. Tesla stalled it well. Let's see, AMZN still a little bit fading, but not gonna join. So the system over here is giving me a short play. I'm not gonna trade more. We took a very good fail, almost 4 points over here on Nvidia, on AMZN. So good for about 6R. Again, guys, I'm gonna repeat over here a few news. One, we're gonna be, these are the bodies from over here the other day. So we're gonna be 9/11 in Italy. We're gonna have a 3 days live trading formation over here in the room. And it's gonna be only close to 6 maximum participants because I wanna focus more on, you know, forming traders. I don't like the mass. I wanna see the traders learn when they're over here. Second, we're gonna release also the bots and the algos in the next week. We're still working on implementing a few more things. The first one of the traders, they're gonna have it. Then I don't know if I'm gonna still give it to. So always follow us on socials and everything. This is stuff that actually works, that I use it for me. And we're working since 2 years. So I really want that the traders that receive this are working together with me. And the third thing is that for the use of Bookmap, a lot of traders ask me, Jay, how to use it. So we try every single time to give you a little bit more, or to go into concepts that are important for your formation. Okay. I don't want that you look at Bookmap like a difficult thing. The way that we teach it is very, very easy. So I will give you over here now a link that you can go there and actually check it out, because it's the learning center. So I'm gonna give you this on for who's on YouTube. This is free on YouTube. So you go over here on Bookmap, you go down. So Bruce over here, supply and demand. Some of the guys over here, other traders, VWAP options. We cover over here futures and stocks, and we use over here supply and demand again. So you can see a small video on how to use the supply and demand, and actually goes straight into the strategy that you can actually trade. So it's not simply, you know, stuff just like to give you something. No, it's actually something very tangible that is like profitable to trade. Okay. All right, guys. So 10:25. I'm gonna have a meeting after. So for who's in mentoring, see you back again, guys, at 1 p.m. I'm gonna be out for about 60 minutes. This is my cardio time, second session of the day. My life is family, is working out, and is like trading. So that's my life. Very simple guy, came from nothing. You wanna come here. We're also building a beautiful trading academy and a 5-star hotel all together in a beautiful spa. And this is gonna be ready in some time, but we're working on. And love you all. See you back next week. Reach out if you want to trade with us, and good luck for your trading. Thank you.